Pineapple has no place on pizza. I personally love pineapple on pizza. How about you? Should school uniforms be mandatory? So should you have to wear a uniform to school, or should you just be able to wear whatever you would like? Women and men are better at certain jobs than the other person. For example, maybe women are better being nurses, but men are better firefighters. This is obviously very controversial. I actually don't think that's the case, but what do you think? All recreational drugs, such as marijuana, cocaine, things like that, should be legal. I personally agree. I think they should be regulated and made safe for people to use, so people don't die of drug overdoses and that kind of thing. And yeah, but you might disagree with me. I also think that jail shouldn't be full of people who get charged with minor drug offenses. School shouldn't start before 10 a.m. for teenagers. So teenagers need a lot of sleep, and I'm sure that almost all of them don't like getting up early. So should students go to school, for example, from 10 a.m. to maybe like 5 p.m. instead of 8 a.m. to 3 p.m.? What do you think? People should be allowed to have guns. So if you ask a Canadian and an American, you'll probably get different answers. I'm Canadian, and I don't think people should be allowed to have guns. I think it's actually very dangerous, and a lot of accidents happen, a lot of school shootings can happen, that kind of thing. However, if you ask an American, they often will feel like it's their right to have guns. What do you think about that? Video games make people violent. I don't know. I mean, I think there's a lot of factors that can cause violence in society, and it's not just video games, although it might be a very small part of it. The minimum wage isn't necessary. So here in BC, where I live in Canada, the minimum wage is about $16 an hour. So that means an employer has to pay their employees at least $16 an hour. However, if you have a strong economy, employers will have to pay more than that anyway to get workers. What do I believe? I think there should be a minimum wage to protect all workers, especially like young kids, maybe in high school who are just getting started. Smartphones make people stupid. Do you agree or disagree? Chores should be tied to money. So if you want to get money from your parents for an allowance, you have to do chores. Do you agree or disagree with that? Or should you just get money just to get money, and you don't necessarily have to do chores at your house? Dating a coworker is bad news. I mean, I think it's bad news, but maybe you disagree. Junk food should be banned in schools. So that means events can have no junk food, and also the vending machines at your school shouldn't sell junk food. Real books are better than ebooks. I personally love to hold a book in my hands when I'm reading, but maybe you like the convenience of an ebook. Cats are better than dogs. I love cats. I do not like dogs, so I definitely think cats are better than dogs. Online learning or in-person learning? Which one is better? Tell me what you think. Okay, so those are my debate topics for teens. Leave a comment and let me know your answer to any of these questions. Catch you later. Bye, everybody.